All right. And now we are officially on. Welcome everybody to Cougar Esports, Camden County College, bringing you some League of Legends action tonight. With me is Christian Torres. Thank you, sir. You've done some casting with us before, and you're going to bring home the cast again with us tonight. So I want to just set the scene for everybody. We are heading. This is week 5 in the junior varsity NACE Star League competition. So we're going to get into action pretty quickly here, I got to say. Picking bands are already done, so we're going to be popping in there really fast. So yeah, Christian, what do you expect to see in this game? You want to talk through some of the champions?
I ideally I want to see a very passive game from our team. A lot of just neutrality. This is a very neutral team comp for us. We kind of just want to focus on keeping the game in the hand rather than letting it get out of hand. Because Kane is one of those champs that gets out of hand. Nasus is one of those champions that gets out of hand. But we do have things like the Vagar to keep it very neutral and spacing with our team comp, as well as the Trundle handling Nasus. I think that's huge, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so you know what? Currently, I don't have it set up for them to see it, so I'm just going to quickly run down the compositions here and tell everybody who we're playing against. I think that might be good, too. So we are playing Camden County College. The Cougars are taking on West Virginia University Tech, the Golden Bears. Both teams looking for their first win on this Tuesday evening. The West Virginia University Tech is playing Nasus in the top lane, Kane in jungle, Zillion mid lane, Ash ADC, and Lulu support. Camden County College will be playing Trundle in the top lane, Zach in the jungle, Vagar in the mid lane, Zaya as ADC, and Zareth as support. So really looking forward to seeing what we have going on here. But we're just waiting for the spectator delay at this point. We have a minute 40 or so to go before we're in game. Listen, I got to take this moment to tell everybody to follow the Twitch stream. I just need to really, Christian. What I need is to get a soundboard that I can just press and just say, "Hey, follow the stream. Don't remember to like and subscribe." But honestly,
I'm
hit that little
on my social media right now.
There you go. Love it. So everybody, please hit that follow button if you can. And if you can't because you don't have an account, go to the top right of your screen there and hit sign up, make an account, come back and follow us. We have a lot of cool things happening here. So, like I said, listen, Christian, you're a student of Camden County College, and you're here casting. You're also a player. We're going to see you later this evening, something tells me.
Yeah, school's always going to be school, and league's always going to be how league is.
Fair enough.
So it's
That's
pretty consistent life.
Yeah. School is school, league is league. And thus the world turns, right? So
you play, league for 10 plus years and expect the game to change, but it is the same exact game.
More or less. I mean, we could talk for hours probably. I know that you've played the game quite a bit as well, or quite a long time, which is really cool to see. But yeah, it's the more things change, the more they stay the same. 5 seconds, and we'll be into the loading screen here, everybody. Thanks again for watching, and best of luck to the Cougars. We are going to be a pretty biased broadcast tonight, as we often are when our schools are playing. We'll be fair, but a little biased as well. So
I just want to see a particular team win. That's
right.
Ooh, and a little bit of bias.
Oh, this is so exciting! Spectator client works. What is this?
It's a beautiful sight to see, not a gray screen loading in for once. If I could get 1% minimum, that'd be beautiful. Oh, already loaded in.
Yeah, we're already in. And here we go. A moment.
Alright, let's see. So we are on the red side of the map.
Right you are, and we're back to the game here. All right, here we go. Yeah, so Camden County College will be the red side in the top right of your screen.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
West Virginia University Tech Golden Bears, the blue squad on the left side of your screen.
Yep, they're all just establishing their vision, being wary of their invades.
Minions have spawned.
If I stop talking for a minute, I'm trying to figure out what this yellow box is around the screen. I've never seen this. This is new. It's something OBS is doing. But anyway, back to the game. So, what do you tell me? What you're expecting to see here, Christian? Do you anything in particular from the jungle that you expect to see early?
I think the name of the game for the jungle right now is just to try his best to stay ahead of Kane, because Kane will his clear is just faster than Trundle or than Zax's. So Kane's gonna be ganking a bit earlier. With Zac, you're gonna be ganking, but you're gonna be a little lower in the XP towards the mid lane or mid part of the game.
No, I think you're absolutely correct here. I'm trying to work on directed camera, which so spectator client is back for me, but still being a little strange. But it's all good. At least we get the game. That's really all that.
Yeah, directed camera has been down since I think 2018, 2019.
Interesting. Well, it's working for me a little bit, but not 100%. But either way, we've got right now we see Jarvan with that level 2 or that early level 2 there. Excuse me, the Trundle, not the Jarvan.
Yep, he's keeping Nasus in check. What he's doing here right now is just zoning off the Nasus from free queuing the CS to gather his stacks, which is huge. Keeps him ahead.
He's going to build up that wave and crash it into the turret. See the Xerath going up, getting a stun to Zac as well. John Palmtree ready to come in with a gank here. Already very low Ash. He'll get the stun as well. I think this could be the kill. First blood for the Cougars. Looking for 2. Make it 2. Double kill.
You see Kane is still topside, so see what Alex does here. Alright, looks like he's just gonna back off, go for the scuttle.
Yep, wisely disengages, backs on up there.
Huge gank bot lane without the Zac passive being exhausted. Still has it up with the double kill. Looking to set up another gank mid lane. See if he can get that big Veigar.
He's just going to walk right at the Zillion here. Does use his slingshot, trying to find another minion to get that stun off, but isn't able to.
Yep, Kane is trying to shade that mid side just in case with the E.
But there's a nice little ward there that Camden County has, and deep ward. I think it's from Alex.
Yep.
It is indeed. He's going to see that Kane the whole way. Nice.
All right, we had bots at
nice start here. Cougars.
It's all about the slow gold lead in the beginning of the game. All about it. And maintaining it.
Exactly. It's about building it, right? You know, you get that 800 gold lead that we see for the Cougars, and you want to see that expand. You want to see those slight advantages turn into bigger ones as the game goes along.
So top side, looks like Nasus was just in lane a bit longer from when Alex had roamed down to his topside jungle on Kane. So the wave's going to start to push towards Alex a bit more.
Let's see, I'm going to get all these... I got to get everything lined up.
Yep. Looks like an early drag start.
Yep. You know, of course, the Cougars do see this, but I don't think there's much they can do about it. Zac heading top here for the gank. I don't think they're going to be able to convert this into much. They did get the Nasus flash, however. First Dragon going over to West Virginia University
We
Tech.
have the Kayn and Lulu just roaming around freely in the bot side jungle, so Zach's going to have to look to get ahead in CS, either ganks or just counter jungling here.
Yeah, Kayn doing a lot of counter jungling, and Lulu, you're right, going very aggressive. You know, I suspect that Camden County might know something's up. Of course, Lulu has been off the map for a little while here. Kane's going to attempt
Looks like
a gank.
Kayn's coming right in.
Yeah, exactly right.
Huge
Good
stun
stun
from the
comes
Xerath.
down from the Xerath, and I think that's all she wrote there.
Yep, you see Zach coming down to the bot lane, finding out his camps are being taken, seeing what he can set up here with the Kayn walking away.
Yeah, Kayn not too far though, but he is walking away. It looks like, and his Lulu and this Ashe are pretty low. Ashe without summoners. I think he may have been spotted there. So he'll wisely just back on up. Just take Gromp.
Got a little bit of an engage in the top side, looking for some short trades.
And just that's another
Just trying to bait
little
out the
call out
Nasus
here,
ult.
by the way. We have Trundle taking the Ignite. Nass is with the teleport, so global advantage a little bit there for WVU.
Yeah, big thing Trundle's gonna look to do is bait out the Nasus ult, get it early, so he can use his ult to steal those extra base stats from Nasus's ult form.
We see a nice trade coming here. Ooh, Zach attempting to get something. He does, in fact, get the stun off. Very close to a kill. A flash.
They gotta be careful of that Kayn pathing right there.
Yeah, Kayn just misses the low Xerath. Camden County a little fortunate that time. Almost get another kill there. And right now, what we're seeing is a bit of a gold lead being built up just in the laning phase. We did see the gank from Zach, but right now, this gold lead is also ballooning from big CS advantage in the top lane. And we're seeing a big CS advantage as well from the bot lane as well.
I think a big thing that Zach has to look to do here is start to just get into the jungle, get some camps. He's starting to fall behind. That's the thing with Kayn, is he can snowball regardless of his successful ganks, just because he'll be able to out-CS his enemy jungler because of his clear speed.
Yeah, exactly right. And they do get the stun onto Nasus, and then the follow-up
Trundle
from the Trundle and an easy
button.
kill.
The funny button by Veigar.
Yeah, it's hard to misplay on that Veigar R, isn't it?
Yeah,
Plate
that's
also goes the
probably
way for
my
Camden
favorite
County.
ability in the game, other than Malphite's ult, of course.
All right, listen, I've seen some Malphite ultimates, go awry.
For sure.
It's happened. I've yet to see a.
I've had plenty
I've
of them
seen it.
myself.
All right, so Camden County with the early 2K gold lead. Listen, I don't want to say that the Cougars are really necessarily on the clock, but they definitely, looking at the teams here, I mean, maybe scaling actually a little bit even across the board. Nasus Kayn going to outscale, Trundle and Zach, in my opinion, but Veigar is certainly a scaling champion, as is Xerath from the support role, so it might be about even. But they still don't really want to let... You still would prefer to not let Nasus get to that 40-minute phase of the game, if you can help it. So
Just
now
looking at the
we'll
CS
enter into
here.
a kind of a
Doing
slow
pretty well.
phase here. What were you saying?
Looking into the CS here, looking pretty well from the laning phases.
Yeah, the 2K gold lead at the moment for the Cougars, 3 kills to 0. And we're trying to find out where that action might take place next. Dragon getting ready to come up here in a couple of minutes, in less than 2.
Yeah, got some short trades from the top. Ashe is looking a little less healthy than our laning. Big thing,
Big trade here, going to go down into the top lane. Both ultimates being used, and the Nasus realizes that he might be losing this, but wow! Just barely
Bonk
goes
for
the
proc.
way. of Nasus.
Oh, not even Conquer. It's the fleet footwork. Wow.
How about that? That was wild.
Looks like we're about to get a skirmish down in bot lane.
And this is, you know, Nasus' teleport is down, so it will be just a 4v4. It looks like, if I'm WVU, I'm going to look to start something with that Ashe ultimate if they find the Cougars out of position.
Especially with the Xerath only being level 5. Big problem with it is sometimes they get into the habit of walking away from EXP range with the ranged abilities, so...
Yes. No, as a Xerath main, I can... Oh, okay. Well, we saw some action going down here. The Zillion ult being used to save the Ashe, so they'll trade ultimates, Veigar for Zillion. I believe the Lulu ult also used there, so... Well, no Zillion ultimate, and Camden County College is going to look to start the Dragon with that.
Just look to drag it out, wait for the Kayn E. If Veigar's there, he's going to have to look to get an E on him. Huge, right there.
They went very aggressive here. An exhaust comes down. Looks like Xerath will fall. Zaya gets one back, gets onto the Kayn. Lulu gets really low here. Still a 3v3 situation. A 1-for-1 trade, but I don't think it's going to stay that for very long. Camden County College certainly looks very strong in this fight right here. Zillion Q goes down. I think this might be a dead Zaya. This is getting a little chaotic here at the end.
Quick thing to note that Veigar is running our Predator. Zillion, no flash. Got the ult off the Xerath. That's a, what, 2-for-2 trade?
I believe it was an extended 2-for-2, I believe. And the Dragon is still up. So, I mean, a little bit... It looked like that could have been a 3-for-1 or a 3-for-2, possibly, for Camden County College, and it turned out to be a 2-for-2. Not really... they're not super happy about that end, but it could have been a lot worse. I think, at the end of the day, was an even trade.
Another thing to note was the status of, like, mana. Some of them were just slightly
That's true.
Which is kind of
at the end
important.
of the day, though, if you look across the board, like the Kayn's kind of big, but the Veigar and Zaya are the two carries are large right now.
Especially since the kill distribution was huge in that fight.
Absolutely. So, I mean, top lane bowed even, a little bit favoring Nasus, but Trundle just trying to keep him at bay. Well, both teams, actually, the Camden County College is the one posturing around Dragon. In fact, with the ward control, the vision control, which is substantial, they'll start the Dragon here. And right now...
Yep, they have the Ashe just used for vision, but you see the Kayn is on the top side of the map.
Yeah, Kayn's not going to be anywhere near that to help with that situation, so they'll even up the Dragon count at 1 apiece.
I think we're going to see Zach try to look for a gank here.
Yeah, this could be a dive.
If I were him, I would look for a counter gank right now.
Oh, well, in fact, he's looking like he's going to head toward middle with that Rift Herald being used. Ooh, just barely misses that Q on Veigar. But this Zaya is getting large.
Exactly, with the big CS lead too. A big thing I've learned from like losing lanes over and over, because it happens.
Yeah,
but
of course, yes. That's how can you get better?
I see that they're still managing to still be in range for their EXP, which is big because you don't want to get behind in that as well. You want to be able to just stay in lane as long as you can without giving up too many kills, especially if you're not able to CS.
Oh, we have a gank here in the top lane, a teleport being used by the mid laner as well. Veigar, he's going to come in, it's going to be a 3v1. And I believe this will be an easy kill here. Oh, no!
No.
Looked like the Trundle got a little too close. So what probably could have been an easy kill just turns out to be a 1-for-1.
Nasus moment.
Yes.
We see Kayn looking into our bot side jungle once again, looking for either a dive or counter jungle.
Oh, but he's sitting on a
We had
ward.
Vision in there.
Yeah, he's think better of that situation. Well, we've seen WVU come back a little bit in this game. An early 2K gold lead has shrunk to only 1,000 for Camden County College. And they're going to take that first turret, and so that gold lead actually about dead even now.
I think we're going to see Trundle try to go Bork after completing Divine Sunderer because he wants to be able to sustain a bit better and take those duels on better in lane.
Well, yeah, to your point from earlier, Zach's certainly a little bit behind in the CS department, but that's to be expected. He's really there to engage, get his team ahead. I think he's done a good job. You know, they just need to be able to play around these carries now. But we still do, like, little by little, we're approaching that part of the game where Nasus
Things are starting to...
Nasus gets a little scary.
He's got a 2-level lead and around a 20 CS lead, alongside 2 kills. Yep, he's about to hit 300 stacks, and that's kind of the point where you look to see and be like, alright, Nasus is going to do Nasus things, so
exactly,
what can I do?
Right. Raid boss engaged, and it's actually going
Looking
to be
like a
dive
right
top lane.
here. Flash is burned.
Be able to dive and get that kill onto the Trundle. And I believe they'll get the turret for that as well.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
They are going to look to get 2 out of this. If
Yeah,
Nasus eats the wave and just spams Q into turret.
No, I think they're almost certainly going to get a second turret here if there isn't a response, and we even see Zillion starting to shade up toward the top side as well. Veigar is going to come here, try and get the wave clear. Well, actually, well, they won't be able to get a second. By the looks of things.
With might be able to get a pick out here. They've got to look to disengage here.
And they will do just that. Oh, we do have a kill, meanwhile, in the bot lane. I mean, honestly, the Cougars just can leave the bot lane on an island, I think, at this point.
Yeah. If I were them, I might even look to even switch the Veigar onto Nasus if possible. Just have a bit of that spacing.
Another kill that directed camera missed. But we got a 2
Lulu,
kills.
Yep.
For the bot lane. I mean, listen, if you are... In fact, it looks like the swap is going to come out from WVU. Nasus appears to be heading toward the bot lane.
Bot lane, yep.
destroyed.
And I think that's a wise decision. I mean, you know, they're kind of
Yeah.
seeing exactly what you're seeing, which is, you know, we want to maybe stop the bleeding here. Veigar going to have to flash away. Spams that emote a little bit. I'm not sure if I would want... I don't think I'd want to start this dragon. This looks a little bit scary. They're going to maybe be able to burn it down fast enough for the WVU not going to be
They've
quick
just got to
enough
be careful for the smite.
Oh, it comes down to a smite fight, but they do take the cane with them. Trundle uses the pillar, slows the Zillion down.
I can go back and just rewatch that a bit real quick. Give a bit more information.
I wonder if Camden County College might contest this Rift Herald now with the cane down.
Yeah, you're going to want to look to send even Xerath up there if possible because you want to... There's like a cold side towards the top of the map right now with the cane being still backed while their bot lane is still there with no wave being pushed up. Kind of a zone where you can look to get an objective.
Yeah, it certainly looked like that was an option. Now, of course, Rift off the table as Baron will be spawning here in a few seconds. You know, Xerath looking to get some vision down, but they're leaving the bot lane by themselves to get back into this game. They're sending Veigar down bottom, and now they're sending the bot side toward mid, possibly. Trying to get that mid lane turret down next.
I think that was a good call, especially. Big Everfrost. Huge poke damage from the Veigar. Stops
Lulu
the
with that
push
speed
real
up,
easily.
though, tough nut to
Yeah.
crack.
It's not necessarily a bad thing to leave the Trundle up there with Nasus if he's able to just hold him at that turret, not let him free farm his stacks.
Yeah, I think the objective at this point is just to slow him down. I don't think Trundle's looking to kill him. He's looking to just, hold serve.
Look
if he
to
can.
get a contain a bit.
Exactly. Now Kane looking for a gank here behind the turret. Xerath going to pop the ultimate here, try and get some damage down onto Kane. Not able to do so right off the bat. Zillion's also come down this way. I mean, Ashe is pretty low. There's definitely something to be done here. It is a 4v4. The top laners are sitting on an island.
Yeah, if I were him, I'd try to, because I'm not too good with the macro, but I know Alex is good enough. But if he were to look to establish a freeze right before the Krug bush, keep the Nasus there.
I mean, and all things considered, Nasus is large, but he's not gigantic yet at this point.
Yeah.
He's certainly something that they can deal with. And they're definitely looking for that Nasus. You saw them start to kind of lean toward the top lane there, looking to see if they can catch him. But he's wisely not going to overextend. He's going to play where his vision is. And he's going to just recall and head to the bot lane. And he's looking for more stacks.
It looks like John's going to try to take that blue with vision on it. If mid lane is safe.
Oh, a
Got an
very
engage.
big stun coming from the Zac follow-up as well.
Huge wombo combo.
Oh my goodness. Once you get one good stun from that Zac, the follow-up was really nice.
He has
2
so
kills
much
for
DCC
Cougar.
capability with the Veigar and the Xerath as well. It looks like they're going to try to flip. Yep. Flip
Well, they
the
do have Nasus
Baron.
bot lane. If nothing else, they're expecting to at least force that teleport out, but it doesn't look
It looks
like
like they don't even
WVU
suspect
expects it. Or thinks they can
Looks
contest.
like Kane's starting to walk over now.
It will be
A bit
late.
too yep.
What a call from the Cougars. Seeing that Nasus bot lane. I mean, and that is the one disadvantage to Nasus, is that he needs alone time, right? And, he's not somebody that necessarily wants to teleport to these big teamfight objectives, in the first 25 minutes or so. So, that's good heads-up play. Now, it looks like that WVU will at least be able to get a turret back.
Yep, they're going to look to start shading Drake now, setting up. They have better positioning right now, and better vision. I think Xerath's in a tough spot, looking good flash.
He will flash, yep. That's definitely a wise decision there. So a
Looks like
5v5.
they're gonna try to wait it out.
Yeah, now I think with the Xerath, you're going to look to see if you can get a little bit of damage. Veigar also going to look to see if he can get some damage out. He is going to be caught out by the Zillion. He
Nasus
does
is
get the
just
Zillion to
walking
flash.
straight into the back lane.
All right,
Yeah,
Zillion
they
ultimate
were
down.
disabled.
Now a 1-for-1 trade at the moment. A very chaotic fight. They are going to get the raid boss at the very least. I believe it's now a 3v3
This is looking like a
situation.
quick ace.
But the Cougars are coming out on top. A huge. What was that? A 4-for-3?
Yep.
4-for-2. Excuse
Or
me.
4 for 2.
4-for-2. Huge. And the dragon. I mean, listen. With the Baron still up, they're going to be looking for more.
Yeah, they're going to look to push out the lanes, even possibly send someone top to catch that big wave starting to form up, crashing.
We get at least
That
one
was-
more turret.
Great focus by the team, especially even with the Nasus able to flash into the back line, they were able to contain him.
I mean, listen, I think the Cougars have to feel pretty happy about how that team fight went. Obviously, they won the trade, but there were 2 Nasus lives that they were able to withstand, and I think that speaks volumes.
A few things to note, that Nasus does have a Thornmail, and the Kayn has an Edge of Night, which is kind of based on those poke-out damage from the Veigar and the backline damage from the Xayah.
Definitely a good call out here. So we do see the Zac. He's going to be spotted out by WVU. Probably was at least thinking about that gank onto Nasus. I'm not sure why WVU kind of in a weird position here. I'm not sure what they're looking for. There's not much to be gained here. But right now, the Cougars want this Nasus. That is their objective, and he's going to go down. Good coordination. But will they give up in return?
Hopefully, CCC can walk down fast enough. No.
The Ashe is going to have to use her ultimate on the Trundle to save herself, and I think that's actually not going to be enough. She will have to spend the flash as well. Uses flash and ultimate, still not enough. It looks like WVU is going to send the rest of the team here to clean this up.
Pick out the Trundle. Yeah.
Probably not actually the best trade, all things considered. The shutdown going the way... who just got that kill? The Lulu.
So it's not necessarily the worst, but not ideal.
Definitely not ideal, but we've seen the Trundle get back into this game.
Yeah, I think a key point in there was just the lack of vision that they had on the mid-rotation coming down after the Nasus pick. All things considered, I think the Nasus pick was bigger than losing the Trundle gold.
Oh yeah, no question about it. No question about it. Getting that Nasus. I mean, and they've definitely, this Nasus's trajectory has definitely come down. Where he was very prominent in the early game, winning these trades with Trundle. We're starting to see that I think that matchup's actually going to even out a little bit at this point. And his CS lead has really stayed stagnant. He has not been able to press that, and he's not been able to take that lead into these team fights and do much with it.
Another thing to just realize is that even though Nasus has been splitting for predominantly most of the game, the rest of the team has just been able to get way more kills. And looking at objectives, Nasus has only been able to get that top one and the bot one, it looks like.
No, I think you're absolutely right. Right now, the team, I would say the state of the game definitely favors the Cougars. Their carries, the mid lane and the ADC are quite large. I mean, listen, and this Xerath at this point of the game is going to start to deal some damage too, especially to these characters like Ashe and Kayn.
Especially without the lack of MR building right now. It looks like Nasus is building straight for armor.
Just wants to be able to withstand that Trundle 1v1. So Trundle here, default disguise, trying to take the turret. He will. Will it cost him more? The Nasus is going to flash on top of him. I'm not sure if that's the right decision there. The Wither is probably not going to be able to outrun the Pillar and the W from Trundle.
Yeah, and if you notice that Alex did wait for the Nasus to pop ult to use his to also do that.
That's a huge
tech
trade for Camden County. Looks like these teams are starting to posture around Dragon, both looking to get a pick.
Yep, they have better positioning with the 5 versus 4 and vision around the pits. I think this is one of those things where you can give, but necessarily not have to fight for it if you don't have the right positioning for it.
No, absolutely right. I mean, it's 2 dragons to 2. You would definitely not... You don't want to give them Dragon Point. You know what? I love this call, though. You want Dragon,
yep.
We'll take Baron for our trouble.
I think that's a great idea.
Well, absolutely love this call. Now, WVU likely will know this is happening, but there's a lot of damage coming out. And the Ashe ult comes out quickly, too. Teleport from Nasus. He's going to join this fight very quickly, but I believe it'll be way too late.
Looks like they're able to get 2 picks here.
The Cillian ult comes down. He is able to save Nasus for the time being. The team's got to realize that.
Damage.
Currently a 2 for 1, I believe, a 3 for 1, and it looks like they're going for the ace.
Like an ace.
That Veigar teleport was interesting, but
a bit cheeky.
A bit cheeky.
But here, I wouldn't even look for resets. I would just look for straight pushing down the mid, looking like an Aaron for the rest of the next, looks like 20 seconds until resets are up. They can look to get even inhib.
I think they'll get the inhibitor out of this for certain. Considering the champions they have up, this Xayah is gigantic. I think I would reset after this, though. I take the inhibitor.
For sure.
Now, suddenly, with the game state being what it is, you're certainly going to be in the driver's seat.
I'm going to look for Trundle to split, catch that wave, and get some pressure, even if he can look to get some vision down just in case of some rotations.
Well, at this point of the game, I think that the Baron was definitely the right call. If I'm CCC, I'm gonna look to speed this game up a little bit. I would not want to leave Dragon's Soul. I wouldn't leave that to chance. I'm gonna be a little bit aggressive here. I'm definitely gonna look to find some fights. I believe every summoner
they're gonna have to
spell-
rely,
oh,
especially on that front line, to just hold up that Nasus from getting onto their back line and keeping the Kayn there with a Vhagar E or a Xerath stun. Past 3 fights I've seen that the Nasus and Kayn were able to get onto the back line, but they were able to be killed. So if they can continue to maintain doing that, they're gonna look up to get a possible win off that.
Absolutely right.
They can keep doing the things they're doing.
What's that? Say again?
If they can just keep doing the things they're doing, it looks very promising.
It certainly does. A 2v2 seems to be materializing in the top lane here. Nasus, the Ash ult from downtown. Zach going to come in here trying to help the
He's going to look
Trundle,
to run, yeah.
It may
Looks
not
like
have
the
been the
double
right
Zera.
decision there. So I believe Zach will
Resilient.
come down as well, but there is a bot lane fight happening at the same time. And which I think was the wise decision, trying to get something back. So it actually just ends up being a long distance 2v2, or excuse me, 2 for 2. And
Even a possible 2 for 3, if possible.
Yeah, it could. I don't think this Ashe certainly doesn't want to be here by herself, and it looks like Hydro Kestrel knows that. They're going to take the inhib turret down. This Nasus not yet responding. He's not going to get as much as the Cougars are going to get. That's actually very, very interesting there.
Now they're going to look to start rotating towards the top side, and Nasus will eventually have to run away from that lane.
He definitely will. And I mean, listen, and we've seen Nasus be, he certainly was influential at the beginning of the game, but we're seeing the kind of weakness to champions like this, right? I mean, he's not really able to do too much for his team, and he's actually, in fact, going to have to burn Flash. Huge cooldown. Huge cooldown. Especially with that dragon coming up in just a minute.
I would look to send 2 top if possible, then the rest start to shade around mid and bot side.
You know what? They might ball up here for the dragon, but we'll see how they end up playing it. Because Nasus is actually gonna back here. I think, well, because he knows.
Same with Kayn.
He knows he's got to be here for dragon. They want to slow play this with the 2. Obviously, the WVU is going to have to answer those minion pushes.
Especially with that good lane pressure from those siege minions.
Exactly. Of course, they do have teleport on the side of Nasus, so he'll be able to hold lane.
And they do have a ward on the pit that's not seen right now. It's in the bush.
That's true. That's a good call.
Yeah, red side doesn't see it, so... And right now, the red side can only see that Nasus is on their mid lane, so...
There is another idea here, to just not even bother with Dragon. I feel like they should try and find where WVU is and just engage. I feel like don't even leave it to a smite fight. They are going to find the ward now, which is good. Another ward comes down, a teleport from the Nasus as well. They're just going to try and burn the dragon, leave it to a smite fight, but they win the smite fight. Kayn goes all the way into the back line, and now it is just utter chaos. Xayah goes awfully low.
Awkward position here, looking low. Yeah, that back line just got shredded.
Yeah, that was one situation where, Xayah was kind of caught into a weird spot.
They're going to look to group mid and just hopefully...
I don't think... Yeah, luckily they won't be able to get much. With this massive lead, they're going to have to lose a couple more of those kinds of fights. They're
going to have to reset for these big minions. So, luckily...
Well, that's the advantage of having those 2
sent
inhibitors down, right?
Yeah.
Blue team's inhibitor.
If I were them, they did have a wave pushed up, so they could have looked to get some mid turrets out of that and just send one wave clear back, but all in our favor. We do have the Baron coming up soon.
All right, so the looks like Cougars do give up a little bit of that gold advantage, and actually that was a pretty big swing. I think it got up to about 8,000. Only 4 now. I say only, but we are getting into that stage of the game where Nasus, becomes a little bit more of a problem. But Zaya and Vagar still with a substantial gold lead on themselves. 4,000 on Zaya, 4,500 actually. Alright, so now will this next fight be Baron? They
Yep,
do
it
see.
looks
I
like
think
they are.
They just saw Ashe bot lane, so they know.
If I were
can't
them,
join.
I'd start walking straight top right now. You do have the better positioning for a pickup there.
So again, they have the siege minions bot lane. There is no teleport. Well, there is teleport on Zillion. That might be the play for WVU. Send Zillion bot lane so that he can join this fight if at all possible. Right now, they're just going to possibly use this opportunity just to... Well, actually, almost on. I take it back. They're going to start Baron. Nasus is caught in a back. This is going to be free.
This is going to look like just a straight ram it up the middle and just win the game after a reset.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that macro play from WVU. I think there was opportunity, given how the last team fight went, to contest that. But
Yeah. Especially looking at their cooldowns, they do have Nasus ult, Bazillion ult, Kayn ult, Ashe ult, and Lulu ult all up. So I'm surprised they didn't look to, get some picks off.
These games get tense, don't they, at the end here? So I wonder how. So if you're the Cougars, how are you? Are you gonna group up as 5?
Group mid and slam the mid lane. That's what I would look to do.
No, I think you're absolutely right. I think that their biggest, perhaps the biggest vulnerability will be a weird fight in the jungle. At the moment, I think if they stay in lane, have good vision,
Which is they're exactly looking to do that. So if they get one fight, it's pretty much just game in my eyes. I wouldn't want to jinx it on them, but
well, and then Nasus again isn't going to be here right away. They're going to see that. He's going to draw. Lulu will be out of the fight instantaneously, and that's a giant cooldown, giant ult to not have.
And a big flash. W. Yep, Vagar still does have ult up, and they're all well healthy enough.
Yeah, and Nasus hasn't joined this fight yet. He's still in the jungle. I believe he was actually clearing wolves for a moment there. Kind of bizarre.
And it's a turret gone, I'm 90% sure, and that's the Nexus.
Yeah, and that's going to be just good game right there. Nasus was not a part of that final sequence. All right, well, the Cougars will take game 1 in what can only be described as a relatively bizarre end to what turned out to be a competitive game.
That was great capitalization off those Dragon calls and Baron calls.
No, it really was. Well, the Cougars are going to take game 1 in a best-of-3 set. One more to go. Christian, I think you're going to play this next game, so good luck
I'll
to
be
you.
looking to
I think we'll be
capitalize
tagging
off their
Eldridge
good
in.
mentality right now, and hopefully we can even. I would even look to mental reset and just pretend that game didn't happen and restart from scratch.
You're absolutely right. I mean, and listen, we're going to take this into the post team conversation. But anyway, so we're going to go to a hold screen here, everybody, while we get set for the next game. While I help the guys with the champ select. So we will be back here shortly.
It was an honor.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Camden County College Cougar Esports, bringing you League of Legends action. We have switched out commentators. We now have Eldridge Lee bringing us the shoutcasting. Eldridge, thanks so much for joining us.
I'm happy to be here. Hello, Cougar Esports fans.
That's right.
Tonight.
Fantastic. Love
After
it.
that great, exhilarating game.
Eldridge, you might be a natural. We might have to be pulling you into the booth more often. I gotta be well, listen, we saw you play in game 1. GGs to you, winning that game.
Thank you. I can't really get any GGs without my team. You know, they're the ones who carried that game.
Absolutely. It is definitely very much a team effort. So we are heading into game number 2 in a best-of-3 set. The Cougars looking to close it down here and take their first series win. So we have about a minute or so on the spectator delay, so I'm going to just quickly run down the 2 team comps. So the sides will be the same. WVU is going to be playing Nasus, Kane, Anivia, Jinx, Nautilus. And on the side of Camden County College, it will be Shen, Trundle, Malzahar, Sivir, Morgana. So that's what we're taking a look at here. Again, we have about 50 seconds or so left on the spectator. Mm-hmm. Eldridge, anything stand out to you, either compositionally or just, again, you were just in the game, so anything you kind of expect to see?
Well, what I expect to see is for Camden Esports is to utilize that Malzahar ult to get the picks that they need, especially to set that Jinx back. I also would like to see that Sivir and Morgana try and dominate the lane against this Jinx and Nautilus. Hopefully it works out. I feel like what they're kind of playing for is to shut down, as I said it before, to shut this Jinx down as early as possible before she become an absolute problem. Excuse my stutter.
No, listen, trust me. And one thing you'll learn in doing shoutcasting is you just roll with it, because I'm going to stutter, and I talked about how Zillion flashed last game when it wasn't Zillion. It just happens. You just roll with it. I think you're absolutely right.
Top lane?
Yeah.
Well, also what I'm hoping from top lane is pressure from that Shen. I feel like with the Nasus who's trying to farm constantly, I'm hoping that Shen will look for those picks from bot lane and mid lane to set those carries, just to set those other lanes ahead.
No, I think you're absolutely right, and so we're getting into game now. The loading screen is loading screen. See, look, I said loading screen. So the loading screen is up here, and I think looking at the teams, the one call out as we get in here to game number 2 is that I do think that the scaling favors WVU a little bit here, not by a lot, yes. But Jinx certainly late game hyper carry. Nasus, is certainly going to scale well, as will Kane.
That late game is going to be absolutely dangerous. That late and mid game. Hopefully this game can end before that happens. But we just have to keep an eye out, see what happens, depending on how the lanes go.
Yep, exactly. It's anybody's guess here. So again, just to set the scene for everybody. I should. There we go. Get all that stuff set. Just to set the scene for everybody. We do have the Cougars on the top right of your screen playing on the red side, and then WVU Tech Golden Bears on the bottom left side of your screen playing on the blue team. So kind of standard starts here. Just a little 5-point stance.
5-pointing.
Yeah.
Each team seems to be 5-pointing, making sure there's no early invades. But what I'm seeing here is that bot lane is moving up towards top. Seeing they're trying to go for something early, they throw out abilities, and they do not get anything.
Yeah, no, it looked like they were trying to find some sort of pick there. They had perhaps some knowledge, but yeah, nothing doing.
I can see a layer of question mark pings going down.
I saw those as well. Standard. By the way, Eldridge, hit you and accelerate your playback. What happens with the spectator client these days is that it's very hitchy, and it'll send people back. So I'm a couple seconds ahead of you. So if you hit U and then speed it up, whoop, just real fast just to catch up.
Alrighty.
Let me know when you're all set.
What time are you at? Because I'm at 2 minutes.
I'm at 2:05. So if you hit U and hit the plus sign to speed it up, will it go up a little faster?
Yep, we're at the same rate.
Cool. All right, fantastic. So here we go. So it's pretty much standard starts here. Oh, not really that standard after all. Shen almost with the early 1v1 kill top lane.
Yep.
And this is I think this matchup really, honestly, is gonna. This is a better matchup for Alex in the top lane.
Oh, we gotta engage from Nautilus.
Yeah,
They're going in.
We do see the early Ignite come down as well. Trundle is here to join the fray.
Coming in with Trundle.
We have a flash forward from Jinx, so I'm not sure.
Jinx is offsides.
This is going to be quite interesting, quite chaotic. And then Nautilus uses his Q and goes in. This could easily be 2 early kills, just like we saw last game for the Cougars, and the Q comes out.
That's a double kill for Trundle.
Absolutely, super exciting. Double kill.
Up 2 kills. Amazing.
Wow. A
Absolutely
huge
great start.
Wow. That was wild. We saw some things
amazing.
You don't always see in competitive play. The Jinx flashing forward to try and close on that kill.
So, that was highly risky. I don't know what was going through his mind.
I think he was, listen, in the heat of the moment, you just like to see those kills.
I completely understand.
Yeah.
Seems that bot lane is resetting. Cougar Esports bot lane is resetting. Trundle is going up towards top scuttle. It seems he's going to be contesting that scuttle. Will he get it? Oh, he gets it! He's smited, and he's going directly after Kane. He's going for the 1v1.
This could be a little scary, though. He had 1 level down. NASA's going to come down as well, but
seems they back away.
Yeah, he does back away, which, it was definitely the right call. An early 1,000 gold lead for the Cougars.
Electrocute procced off of Anivia, but doesn't seem to phase Hydro Kestrel.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Malzahar, a relatively safe champion in the mid lane. He's somebody that he's going to have lane prio pretty much all of the time. Relatively safe, like I said, so I think it'd be definitely a good selection for the Cougars.
Another stun.
Another stun, but Nivea doesn't really have kill threat yet at this level.
Sure. Yeah, But still, that's an ample amount of damage. Seems Morgana's looking for a Q. And Trundle's coming down again for a gank.
Yep, and Q comes out, and we'll go a little bit wide.
We gotta engage from Nautilus.
Right, but this timing is everything sometimes, so it's gonna be a 3v2, and Trundle's going to join. He's gonna flash forward.
But here comes Kane coming from the left.
Kane will join as well, but the kill goes down right away. I don't think that WVU is gonna get anything back here, so a 1-for-0.
Oh my! The Cougar Esports jungler is truly showing off his skill today.
Listen, and John's somebody that by the way, our John Palmtree here, our jungler, somebody that loves to play with kills. I mean, so we'll see some hyper carry possibly. Top laner's going to trade.
Going in for a trade. He gets off a chunk of HP, but seems Nasus is unfazed. Let's see what Default Disguise will do. How he reacts.
Right now, it seems like he's just willing to take these trades, and I mean, he does the CS lead pretty close there. CS differential. Nautilus is very aggressive, and meanwhile we see an early dragon take from the Trundle. But I don't think he's actually going to be able to close on that. Yeah, thinks better of it. Teleport comes out from Anivia.
I think he was waiting for his bot lane to go up. Rotate up, excuse me.
Well, he's got 3 kills, but he also hasn't backed yet, so there's a lot of gold in hand that he hasn't yet spent. Look at this prio from the mid lane here. Really, the Malzahar is going to be able to just roam wherever he pleases. Shen with that level 6.
Seems to be roaming down towards bottom lane, see if he can get a pick. Kane is coming up for a top gank. Let's see what Shen will do. Let's see what he will do. Let's see what
I think he certainly knows at this point.
He's ulting.
He is, and they don't have any CC to stop him. What a heads-up play from Default Disguise. Realizes no CC, no hard CC to prevent that.
Absolutely amazing. What a grand escape from Default Disguised.
We're seeing some interesting League of Legends, to say the least, here at the beginning of this game.
Yes, very.
But, I mean, if we take a look at things, right now the laning phase going in favor of the Cougars, ballooning that gold lead up to 1.5.
Seems Default Disguise is going for that scuttle again. He's going for the trade. Malzahar's coming up. Trundle's coming up from
This is going to be a 3v2. It favors the Cougars here. Also, no level 6 yet on that Kane. Malzahar going to come down. Nasus has no flash, by the way. Surely this is a kill. Oh, maybe not.
He
No pillar.
He escapes by the skin of his teeth, thanks to his ult.
That pillar cooldown is pretty lengthy at the beginning of the game, so... Yeah, it's still not up. It's still 5 seconds away. I believe it's 22 seconds at level 1.
Kane is really trying to get that Shen. He really wants that Shen. And he's coming again. He's coming again for default disguise. Let's see what happens.
Nasus goes low. Doesn't have ultimate this time. And this Kane is not level 6!
Oh, amazing default disguise for the flash taunt.
My goodness!
Oh my!
The taunt flash was so nice there. What a turnaround!
Well, is he gonna try? Is he gonna try to dive it? Let's see.
I think he is. I mean, Kane isn't level 6 here.
He's deciding.
Oh, he's now just level 6. But he's got numbers. The Trundle and the Malzahar are here. They don't know Malz is here yet. I like the dive setup.
Oh, we got a root from the Morgana. Seems Nautilus is rooted in place, but he gets away.
Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness, this is a fun one. This is a fun one.
Must be very bloodthirsty right now.
Yes, both teams looking for something. Ooh, Nautilus hook comes out. Will not hit anybody. Loving the vision set up so far here. Kane's gonna path to the bot lane.
I think we're seeing a one. Nope. All right, John Palmtree is getting Rift Herald first. It seems.
Yep, he'll definitely get this uncontested. Kane nowhere in sight.
As a free Rift Herald, and John Palmtree has hit level 6. Let's see what he can do with it.
Oh my goodness, Eldridge! This is a fast-paced game. I'm loving it.
Oh yeah, it's going by the second, and I love it. I love exciting League of Legends. This is amazing. For me, this is what I sign up for. I like action-packed stuff.
That's right. Listen, Eldridge, you're a student of CCC. Anyone that's a student that's watching, that's listening, you're a prospective student. We want you a part of this exciting time here.
Yes. Oh, we're going for a trade.
A little trade here in the top lane. But if we just look at the state of the game real quick, CS leads pretty much everywhere except for jungle. And we have a 2K gold lead for the Cougars.
Yes, we do. All right, it seems everyone's trying to come down. Cougar Esports trying to come down the bottom to see what they could do with this Herald.
Yeah, I like the idea. They're gonna group up here. They're gonna see the Trundle.
Kane sees the problem. He's coming towards
this Nautilus. See, that is
and the Nautilus is out.
And just a quick cue for his trouble for that 4th kill onto John Palmtree.
John Palmtree is on a roll today. Nothing is stopping them and his Trundle.
So they still have... I mean, they've got a Rift Herald, and they're going to look to take the first Dragon, and Kane's not going to contest.
What a large CS... Not only CS lead, but a large overall gold lead. From all the lanes are just doing so well.
Oh, the Jinx ultimate looks to try and fish out a kill on Morgana. I'm not sure that would have killed her even if it had landed, but...
Nope.
And a 2.5 gold lead. Cougars looking a little bit like, they maybe a little nervous in the last game at the early goings, but I feel like right now they're kind of sensing that, they're just a better team. But, you can't take your opponent lightly.
No.
So it's just they still gotta close it out.
Kane seems to be in the top lane. He's coming down for the top scuttle.
Yeah, he will get that scuttle.
But it seems John Palmtree has decided to go for an invade, looking for anything on the red side.
He still has that Rift Herald here, and I mean, this is very aggressive. This is very aggressive.
He seems to have found nothing, and he seems to decide to back off. Or, no, actually, he's found it. He seems to be going for that Jinx.
Oh, the Jinx is definitely going to be in a weird situation here. With the Shen as well, this Jinx!
Man, this poor
the humanity!
Oh, this poor AD carry! Oh, stop bullying them!
Oh my goodness, and now does the Rift Herald come down right now here onto bot lane? I think it should.
They are raining wrath upon this bot lane.
Alright, well, not quite with the Rift Herald. I think that was the right play to drop Rift right then and there with all 4 of your teammates there.
To push the lane.
Yep.
Let's see what they want to do with it. I think they might want to push it mid. I'm seeing. I think that's what John Palmtree wants to do.
Yep. And Default Disguise is going to look to get something here. The wall from Anivia comes up and she's going to deter her.
They're just pressuring out this Kane from every moment. They're just non-stop action. Keep pushing it. And there goes Rift Herald. Rift Herald is dropped.
Rift Herald will be
dropped. See how they can do it. And it is stunned. Are they going to try to burst it?
Yeah, I mean, I think he may have even forgot. Well, he's at least going to get the charge off.
He's going to get the charge off, and he gets the gold from the plating.
So, not horrible. Gets the charge. Gets a handful
Team's
of
bot lane
plays.
has got in place. They're really demolishing that bottom turret. That Jinx really can't really get onto her feet. Excuse me. Wow. I'm just so excited. I'm just so pumped.
Listen,
seeing them
I'm
take
right there
over.
with you. I got to be honest. This is it's fast-paced action. We're seeing a lot of cool plays, honestly. So Kane,
Let's see what they
listen,
can do.
Kane with no successful gank yet. I mean, the wards have been good, and you know the Cougars are just respecting the teammate, or excuse me, respecting the enemy team here.
And
Ooh, a
team.
nice little bind onto Jinx.
Ooh.
Of note here, Nass is going to use his teleport to come back into lane. We did see Nass is with a CS lead at this point last game, now down 11. So really,
Seems Shen
flipping
and the
script.
junglers and seems default disguise.
What was?
And John Pomfrey is resetting.
We saw a Jinx just
they
randomly
seem-
go mid. I don't
Mid.
understand what that was about, but
I have no idea either. Maybe for poke damage, but
Maybe
seems
just to
like
break
the
them.
enemy. It seems the enemy bot lane is in the blue side Cougar Esports jungle, looking for some vision.
I'm not sure about that one. That was interesting, but
Maybe to get some poke lane to get that Malzahar passive off. Who
maybe
really
that's the
knows?
only thing I can think of is to pop
And
the
there's a bind.
Malzahar
That's a simple
passive.
bind on the Nautilus. Will they follow up on it? And they will not. But
They won't follow
Morgana
up, but they
has
do
not been
have-
missing.
They have
Oh,
Trundle
for
coming
another
down.
one. Oh.
There was a
Nautilus
real.
has been playing very risky to this game.
No, you're absolutely right. And so they saw the Trundle on the
Oh!
ward here, but a hook
Look
and
at
then
that,
the
indecisive,
follow
going for the
Q
kill.
from Sever.
Going for the kill, no mercy from Indecisive.
Right now,
John Palmtree is slithering from the left.
he
He's waiting
is,
for it.
and he's gonna
And
run
he-
right
he
into
walked right
this
into it.
really fed Trundle.
Oh, man.
I don't think he gets away from this. No chance. Oh, the Sivir comes in with
Wow.
Gale Force to take the kill.
How amazing! Oh man!
Well, I think that listen, you know, we have seen the Cougars get a little overconfident once in a while. I'm sure they're feeling a little bit
most
confident
definitely.
here.
We have a dive top lane. Let's see
is
how
it.
the full disguise will play it.
I think
He killed
Default
Jackson.
Disguise says, "Wait a minute, I don't
I'm
care
not-
that it's a 2v1."
Wow! He says, "I don't take dives. I do the diving here."
Yeah,
And he
I'm not
goes,
playing
and he turns
Trundle.
the
I'm
whole
playing
dive on
Shen
his
this
head.
game, everybody.
Default disguise showing his skill in the top lane with
Wow,
Shen.
how about that? 10-0 in favor of the Cougars. Now that's 6,000 gold lead. And listen, when you're playing, this is where the issue that
We have the root by the Morgana onto the Nautilus. They're looking for the kill.
here. This is the issue with those scaling comps. When you get behind this much this early, you know, that's when the game starts to get really hard. I believe he's going to get the kill on Morgana.
Wow! Morgana kills the Jinx and gets away with it. I'm looking at this bot lane. I'm just noticing now, those E shields are powerful. Sivir's shield, mana shield, and Morgana's E shield can stop any amount of CC Nautilus can give out, which is actually very smart from the
Yes,
bot lane.
that's a terrible matchup for Nautilus, honestly. And really, if you're playing Nautilus just as a PSA into that matchup, you're pretty much not looking to ever throw a Q out. I'll be honest. I'm probably sitting on it until a gank comes, and never never before
And
that.
never exactly.
In the 2v2, especially with Jinx, you're not really going to get too much there.
11-0 in the favor of Cougar Esports.
6,000
Let's see if they can
gold.
and they can close it out. And Malzahar continuing to farm, and we've seen this Malzahar make multiple plays. Patrick Kestrel it's a very skilled mid laner, I will say. He has been landing these ults really well and coming in at like a moment's notice. He's been everywhere in this game.
Yeah, he's using that lane prio. Listen, as you can see, he is down a little bit in CS, but that's to be expected. He's pushing the waves. He's getting there where he's where his
we see
team
a
needs
fight.
him.
I don't mean to interrupt, but we see a fight here.
No,
The
absolutely, you're
Disguise
perfectly
going for
fine.
Kane
I don't think they want
Nautilus,
this
and
fight.
the Kane
This
and the
Kane is
Massive.
way down.
He's going for the Kane. Will Default Disguise get it? He's looking for it.
Oh, I think he
And he
certainly
gets the
will.
Kane. He picks him off.
Yeah, this is not. This Kane is playing with a lead that he doesn't have, and Camden County will now take the Rift Herald,
Rip Herald.
the second of the game. Well, listen now, and this is going to be with that objective bounty as well, so we'll see where they decide to take it. Oh, looks like
It's with the Nautilus again.
yeah, the Nautilus.
Looking
This
for
is
it.
just
It's
a
double smoke
terrible
shield,
situation
and he
for
gets
Nautilus.
it with a Gale Force.
Well, the Gale Force going to grab the kill here, and they're going to get this turret. This Jinx wants to clear out. Ooh, the Morgana bonding won't land, but that might not matter.
Get away. Morgana ult, but here comes Anivia. And here comes we got a teleport coming down.
Teleport from Malzahar. A good route onto Anivia, followed up by the Malzahar ultimate as well.
Follows up, but here comes Kane.
This is... Listen, WVU is taking fights they really don't want. These scrappy fights favoring Camden County. And their saving grace this Nasus last game is just not having the same impact. A taunt onto the Nasus, almost a kill.
Oh, he's looking for that Nasus kill. Will he go for it? Will Default Disguise give us one more, another dot? Will he give us
you know he's thinking about it. You know he's thinking about it.
Oh, I know. If I know Default Disguise, my teammate, he's definitely always thinking about being Flash and getting that kill. But let's see what the other teammates are looking like. Let's see here. Seems everything's pretty peaceful for now. They're pushing that mid lane. They're trying to get that mid lane turret. They really want it. The Cougar Esports. Indecisive and Time Malaki are looking for the push. Looking for the minions to kind of push in that wave.
That's good pronunciation on Christian's username, by the way. Goodbye, you.
Thank you. I've been working on it.
That was a daring task there. Oh, Morgana Q comes out.
Oh, we got Morgana Q. They're looking for it. I think they're going to get it.
I'm loving the fact that they're... Well, they're definitely... This is going to be a little bit scary, but it is Morgana Silver. The Shen'll going to come out as well to protect the ADC composition.
Amazing.
Wow.
Good way to protect your carries. That was risky, but that was perfect.
Very risky.
They're just going for it. They're just going for it. They don't care.
I'm surprised they didn't call out the Jinx ultimate for that one. That could have been one opportunity where that would have been useful there, but... Ooh. Well, here we have it.
They're going for Dragon.
It will be the Dragon play here pretty shortly. And, I mean, listen, we're seeing an 8,500 gold lead, 14-0, a perfect game.
0.
Really, if they just play these fights reasonably well, it's knock on wood.
Esports can keep up the pace.
Yeah, they just...
Oh, here we go again.
Kane
just Default Disguise.
Kane is desperately looking for something, but Shen, I don't think that's your target. So they use a lot to try and get to Shen, but the Nautilus is going to just die on the backside. I think? Maybe not.
No, he gets away with a few bit of HP and his shield protecting him.
Oh, and the flash.
But that Malzahar, the amount of CC they have, that Malzahar fob with the Morgana Q, they can hold someone in place forever. And it's like they're AFK.
Yeah,
literally, it's like
you really can't play the game. I mean, listen, they would have liked that Nautilus kill there, but this is going to likely yield good positioning and a good situation.
We have a TP from Shen. We have TP from Default Disguised.
So they're just going to play for this Dragon. They see that as their way to close it out. And I agree with them. Listen, at this point, you would dare WVU to come into a 5v5.
It would be over in a matter of seconds with a snap of their fingers. Oh, we got a stun on the Silver from Anivia. Seems Trundle is running up for... Oh, he's dropping the Herald. It seems they want to drop this Herald quickly before
they just want to drop the Herald, create some pressure. Just make sure that you don't even leave this to chance. Jinx ult not up, so I'm not sure
it's ready for it. He's going to get the charge. It gets the charge.
Gets the charge and the Dragon as well. Third Dragon of the game now on Soul Point. And it's going to be Infernal Soul as well.
Kane's going in looking for a fight. They root the Nautilus. And Kane gets a knock-up, but nothing comes of it.
No, I mean, listen, there's just...
And they got
their only chance is for Nasus to scale. They need to somehow stall. That's what WVU is going to be looking for. And on the flip side, Camden County College is going to be looking to start some of these fights and really force the issue. We have a dance for
Kane and Red Side, and it seems Jinx is taking farm from the jungle.
Well, she's also behind. They're trying to scrape together as much gold as they can, but really a stranglehold here for the Cougars.
Let's see if the Cougars can clean it up. Default Disguise seems to be taking the jungler's Krugs just for himself. Amazing.
I mean, you know what? Listen, he wants everything. Give it all to him.
And we have a TP from Malzahar. Hydrokestrel.
Just making sure, and I like that. He's just making sure that the enemy team isn't going to get anything back. They're really right now, Eldritch don't want to jinx anything, but right now it is a perfect game. No objectives and no kills for the enemy team.
No kills. This is going way too well.
The Jinx just
Way
used her
too
ultimate
well.
bottom again. That was so... listen,
Are they looking
I'm
for
not
Baron
somebody... We're always good manners here, but I think there's a chance that player may be new to Jinx. Because Jinx ultimate, of course, does more damage the more health missing.
Yes.
It
Seems
is
that
an
they're going for
execute.
that Baron.
Oh my goodness, and then it looks like Default Disguise is going to pick up Muted Dice here. Wow, surprisingly not. But it'll be a Baron play on the other side of the map. Shen ultimate is up if he needs to join.
But he's chasing that Jinx. Oh, he gets it. He flash taunts, and he gets the Jinx. Default Disguise with another kill.
Well, now with the man advantage here, they will
here we
look
go.
to start something here around Baron.
They're fighting on both sides to see if they can turn it around.
A little bit of a messy fight, but the lead, I think, will actually be able to...
Oh, Kane picks up... Oh! Kane picks off the Malzahar, and Navi with a double kill.
An awkward fight there, a 4v... It actually was a 5v4.
A 5v4. Shen may have ulted in, but it was a bit too late.
Yeah, it was an awkward
Seems
fight.
that Baron was stopped. Uh-oh. But he gets away. Will they
Yeah, I don't think
Anivia
is going to be able to... I feel like, actually, Anivia's got to be careful there. They're going to... One or two more times, and they would turn that one.
Turn on her.
Well,
I feel like
honestly...
we could have definitely played that fight better.
We definitely could have. I think that the silver lining is that no big shutdowns. The biggest shutdowns were on your Shen, your Trundle, and your Sivir. All three of them have not died. So, I mean, really, you only gave up probably about 750 of your gold lead, which is still pretty massive. And that was a pretty awkward fight. Honestly, if the gold lead was closer, I think that could have been an ace in favor of WVU.
Most definitely.
With the way that
they let that Nasus kind of sandwich them between the other ones, and kind of forgot that they have their carries in the back, the front line.
Yeah.
They need to play. The front line needs to play more back towards their back line to protect them. Because clearly that Sivir, if you see the Sivir right now, is let me find this. That's 5-0 with a Gale Force and a Phantom Dancer. She will be doing most of the damage. Just indecisive. Excuse me.
Yes.
With the support of Time Malake there, they can clean up a team fight no matter what.
Yeah, I think this is where we want to see the Cougars. We definitely want to make sure that they stay very focused. They know they're in the lead, but they definitely need to close it down. And we see
going for a fight.
Yeah, Shen and Trundle taking a fight.
Good. See if Natus is hitting his power spike. Alrighty. Uh-oh.
And meanwhile, there's a fight as well in the river, and I believe Morgana will be caught out.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jinx flashes forward. A lot of flashes being used.
A lot of flashes being burned here. Seems Nasus is hitting his power spike. Seems Nasus is starting to scale.
He definitely is. He's able to hang in there a bit.
That's mid-turret gone. Oh, he's going for the taunt. Is he going for it? He goes for the taunt. Using the turret to his advantage.
Yeah, Nasus without his ult now.
And it seems that they're going for the... It seems that this Kane is looking for a dragon, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, they certainly need to fight it here. Shen ult will be up.
And Jinx ult is flying down the map and seems to be going... gone.
Yeah, I'm not... Again, an interesting Jinx ultimate being used there. Trying to possibly just use it even for information, perhaps? Or maybe looking for that Shen. Maybe. Shen was a little bit...
But seems that they're going for the Baron instead of the dragon.
You know, and I kind of like this call because WVU needs the dragon being on Soul Point for the Cougars. So I'll take I'll take this trade.
Seems the blue team is going up for Baron. They're looking for it.
They'll be a little bit late here.
It's a bit too late, and they get the Baron, and it seems like the Cougar Esports is resetting with the successful Baron.
So right now on the side of WVU, this Anivia being played by Zippo is where their power is. It's really where their damage is going to be coming from. So
most definitely.
We have seen Nasus though, as you said, hitting that power spike as well.
Yes, that Nasus is scaling. John Paltry needs to be careful. He's caught out in a fight that he can't win. Oh, but Shen's coming in. Will he survive? Oh,
he won't. And I'm gonna be honest, the Nasus stopped the Shen ult. And I think he saved Shen. I think if Shen ult goes through there, he dies as well. Bit of a misplay possibly from Nasus, or excuse me, Nautilus.
From John, yes.
Well, yeah, so John mispositioned there as well, but that's all good.
Well, yeah, it's just a minor mistake. No problem. It seems that they're pushing mid lane, and they're getting away. They have the inner turret for mid.
Still with a pretty massive gold lead. I mean, the gold lead is staying
Tamalaki is oh no. Will he get away?
Well, yeah.
Someone help him out!
He might have to use his flash here.
Oh.
No, I think he's gonna save. Oh, he used the flash.
Oh. That's a kill for King Cool with the Nasus, and Jinx gets top turret. This is becoming a close game.
A little bit closer than I think the Cougars would like it to be, for sure.
But I still believe that they can win this.
Oh, I mean, listen,
they still have the advantage.
The gold lead is still pretty large. They're just looking for one more dragon. I mean, they did get that Baron. You know, we'd like to see them set up for that a little bit more. But we have WVU here.
Nope, John smites. John doesn't get his blue buff. He's looking for it. He wants to fight it, but he doesn't have anyone helping him out. He's afraid that there's too many people.
He's got Shen nearby, and he's got the Malzahar coming with him as well.
Oh, he stops. He stops the Nautilus. Oh, there's just Jinx Ult. Jinx Ult flies towards Malzahar, doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Jinx Ult on cooldown, pretty much, here we're seeing in this game.
Let's see what their plan is.
Well, we see the Sivir pinging out the Infernal Dragon. This is going to be the 4th dragon of the game. And again, I think
they want to get that soul point.
They don't.
That soul.
Honestly, if I'm the Cougars, I don't overcomplicate things. I am just going to 5v5. I feel like I win the 5v5 at this point. Just calling out that
this guy is pushing in. Sivir and Morgana backing him up. Anivia's right there. Here comes Malzahar. They're looking for something. They're looking for a fight, but they're walled off. The 5v5 is right here.
It is. Jinx and King will be late to this fight. It's 5v3 at the moment.
Nautilus flashes forward for some odd reason, burning his flash. They seem to be looking for something, but they can't. They're gonna go and they're gonna turn on this Kane.
They're gonna peel off.
I don't think they see him.
They certainly, yeah, definitely. Now they know now with the blue trinket, but they're gonna peel off.
Morgana and Malzahar. Ooh, almost gets the knockup, but they get away. This front line needs to watch out more for their watch out more for their back line. John Palm Tree is all by his lonesome, while the 4... and there's another Jinx Ult flying by. We have seen how many Jinx Ults that is to this game? 5, 6?
Listen, again, I'm always... We're all about learning, getting better at the game, no question about it, but we have seen some, very interesting Jinx Ults. And now, Cougars will be grouping up into the top lane. And they still have to be careful on the side here. Good damage coming out from Anivia.
We got ult from out.
That's exactly what they needed there. Kane going down, a 5v4. They have this Anivia walking forward. They still need to get onto this Anivia.
They have to stop this Nasus. Oh, this Nasus and this Anivia are completely decimating the Cougar Esports. But he's going in. Default disguise is gone.
Wow, surprising.
What a turn.
What a turn indeed. What a turn. A 1 for 4 in favor of WVU, who really have, no business, I don't think, being in it. But at this point, we are definitely close. It's become a close game.
Yes, it has. This Nasus is becoming a power threat. There is no way to shut him down outright. They're either worried about focusing the Jinx, or they're worried about focusing that Nasus. I feel the best way to do anything is to try and keep that Nasus... Try to fight when that Nasus is not around. Or it's when he's splitting. And they're going for Dragon.
Yep, they're going to try and take Dragon here. Just to stave off that soul point. I think they'll certainly get that.
Alright, let's see what they're looking for. I feel the best way for them to win this game, Cougar Esports, is just to fight when that Nasus is not around. If they can clean up the rest of the team without Nasus being around, it's over at that point.
Absolutely. I mean, I think they need to get on top of this Anivia at some point. She's doing a lot of damage in these team fights.
Most definitely. She's starting to scale also.
As is the Jinx.
Oh, just missed the root, and that Kane is waiting for his opportunity to come in. And there goes Sivir. Sivir's going for the reset. Nasus seems to be up top. Oh, Tamalaki burns his flash. It gets away. Oh, excuse me. It gets away. Wow. Pardon me.
Oh, no worries of 2K gold lead now.
Now let's get the engage.
I don't think that's going to be
but
something they
there's the
can
Malzahar.
follow up with. The Malzahar being used
Here comes
onto the
Nasus.
Nautilus. Nautilus goes down.
And there goes Anivia.
And
Nivea's down.
that is the egg they needed to
And
crack.
behind the Kestrel. They're looking for the cane. And Malzahar gets the cane.
They'll find the cane, and they're going to run right down into
and they're
this.
fighting Nasus. They need to fight Nasus.
They definitely do.
Here we go. Nasus is down.
This will
And
be
that
the
is
ace that they
by
needed.
Cougar Esports.
I mean, I wonder if they can. No, they don't have a wave. I was going to say I don't think that Camden can end the game. They'll have to take Baron. But this
Most
should at least
definitely.
yield them an inhibitor or two.
And there we go. That is Baron Nasher for Cougar Esports.
They really needed that in Nivea, and I think that gold lead, by the way, which had gotten very close, is now back up
It's
to
back-
8,000. Yes.
Amazing. Absolutely astonishing what they're doing today.
Yes.
John Pop, I'm going to say this Trundle just face taking that Nasus to the face and just absolutely whacking him. No mercy was what won them that game right there. Just
That's
keeping
gonna
keeping that Nasus face right there was
Yes,
amazing.
and that's going to be 2 inhibitors now. So this is where we saw Camden start to struggle a little bit. How to close these games out. So you're going to be looking, possibly play around the Dragon Soul.
Most definitely.
Or, as you pointed out, try and get Nasus in a side lane. Try and engage on the other fort. I think you saw it in that fight. Once you get a Nivea damage down, certainly the fight is pretty much won. Nasus is a problem, no question about it, but between the Sivir, there's a lot of ability.
Oh, Morgana's called out. And Malake. And, he survived. Oh.
Almost survived
The Kane
that.
picks up the kill.
Gonna take the wind out of their sails just a little bit there, but again, Nasus, somebody has to answer the top lane push here on WVU.
Most definitely. That Super Minion Wave is coming in, and they plan to tear up that base no matter what. And John Palm up. Default Disguise is sneaking through top lane. Is he trying to get a split push off? Are they go for Dragon? Is that what they're trying to gamble here?
Yeah, they're just gonna.
They
They
see
have
it?
the Baron buff. They have the inside track here. They do have to be careful. Okay, they're gonna think better of it.
They do see them. Oh, what is Indecisive doing? He's playing risky. Going
Risky,
towards them.
luckily on that Sivir with that hole and that spell shield. Now it's gonna all come down to. It looks like they are willing to just play for the for this
Default Disguise
dragon.
is looking. He's waiting for him to come in. He's leading them on.
Yep, and then Shen's gonna get away, which is great for the
And
Cougars.
Kane's paying for that dragon. He wants to get that dragon. He does not want to give them soul, but I think they're so far up that they might just get the soul. They might have to fight for it.
Yeah, here comes the fight. This will probably be the fight that decides the game, or at least certainly could in favor of the Cougars. For
And
this
Nasus is
Dragon
split
Soul.
pushing, and I don't think he has teleport. Nasus' teleport is up.
Good
And Nasus'
damage
teleport is
onto
up,
the
and he's
Anivia.
going in,
Kane's
he's
gonna go
teleporting
in.
He's
And
teleporting behind the enemy team.
Yeah, I just don't
He's
think that was
teleporting behind.
necessarily the play. We do
That's
have the
not it.
Anivia on the backside as well.
Side.
All eyes are on the
And here comes
Anivia
the Shadow.
damage.
Here comes the Shadow. And Nasus is gone.
Nasus is gone, as will Anivia.
And Anivia falls.
will
Anivia
follow.
falls. And Trundle is looking for the kill on the Kane. But Kane gets away with a sliver of his life.
That-
But there goes Indecisive. He's looking for that kill.
I think
Is
it's going to be GG. It looks like Default Disguise
That
and
is
Hydra
GG.
still trying to end the game here.
Amazing. They seem to be ending the game. The GGs are going around. That is end. Let's see. They're pushing it in.
Yep, that will
That seems
definitely
to
be the
be
game with the Super
The
Minions.
win.
And Camden
One-
County College will take their first set of the year.
Of the year
In
for
the-
for Camden for Cougar Esports.
Cougar
Amazing
Esports.
game.
Yes,
11
indeed.
to 27, and 2 Barons.
That was a wild
Absolute.
one, Eldridge. That was a wild one.
Yes,
I
yes, it was. Woo! Wow.
All right.
Well,
Well, listen.
I'm actually sweating.
I mean, that game.
I'm actually
Woo!
sweating. That
I
was
think they
exciting.
wanted to make it entertaining. I got to be honest. I feel like they have a bit of a showmanship going on there. But let's just do recap really quick. So again, Camden County College, it will take the series 2-0 against against West Virginia University Tech Golden Bears in the League of Legends Junior Varsity NSL Week 5, their first win of the year. And we're hoping that, listen, this is the first of many for this squad into this year and next. So, Eldridge, thank you so much for both. Congrats to you and your team, and for casting as well. I appreciate it.
Casting with you is so much fun. Honestly.
Well, listen,
I could do this for a while.
I mean, hold on a second, everybody. We're going to clip that, and that's our recruitment tool, Eldridge.
Wait.
Casting with you is so much fun. And I will say, as we close it down, on a slightly more serious note, please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're doing a lot of cool things here at Cougar Esports. It is a lot of fun. Listen, I want you to, anyone that's a student or a prospective student, reach out to me. That's sdwyer@camdencc.edu. Send me an email. Let's start the conversation. If you know somebody in the Discord, send them a message, get an invite, come on in. We're doing a lot of really cool things, a lot of fun things, and I want people to come in and cast. Honestly, my ideal scenario is that it's Eldridge and somebody else, or 2 other people doing these casts, running the stream. So if you're interested in playing, just being involved in the community, if you're interested in content creation, social media, please reach out. There's a whole lot of things we're doing that are really awesome. So, Eldridge, thank you again for casting.
Of course, I enjoy
congrats
myself.
to you and your team.
Thank you. I'm going to go celebrate with them now.
All right, sounds good. I'll be joining you shortly. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.
Have a nice night.